What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. What's up, my tribe? Hope y'all doing good out there. And thank you to all our new subscribers. Thank you so much. And for all of those that's new, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe yourself because we got some good stuff today. So, I've been looking at a lot of documentaries. I love watching documentaries. And I've just been seeing through the years, how they tried to literally bring down the black family. And I wanted to really drive that point home today, because I want to get into the depthness of it and how deep it really went when they talking about trying to destroy who we are. So we already know like back in the 60s and stuff when civil rights was at its peak and they were doing sit-ins to, which I never understood that. I mean, I understood what they were saying, but for me, I always felt like, why would I be wanting to sit in a place that I know they food ain't seasoned? You know what I'm saying? I know all of that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in there and they gonna spit in your food. They gonna do something crazy to you. But I understood the cause, and at that time, to the world's eyes, our family structure was so tight. It was so tight knit. You know what I'm saying? And that was such a big threat. That was such a big threat to society. And people still out here don't understand why that's a big threat. Because that's how black people come together. When we come together like that and we standing on family and stuff, we make mountains move. So they seen that, and then you got old crazy J. Edgar Hoover out here talking about the black man, the Messiah is the number one threat to America and stuff. That's what freaks me out, is that people watch these movies and people watch these documentaries and still have so much trust in the United States, in Babylon. I don't get it and I don't understand it. They can talk round and round all day long about what they doing, but they still have trust in them. And that's what I don't get. So you got the 60s and stuff where, we became public enemy number one. Then through the 70s, we started even building more. You know what I'm saying? With the Stokely Carmichaels. If you don't know who he is, he made a speech in Stanford that just shook the world. He was the one that really started the whole black power way of thinking. So they seen that. And y'all know what happened when it comes to those things. But what I wanted to tap into is that daggone Vietnam War. As women back then in them times, could you imagine this man that you have grown to love, care about, cherish? He a good father. He's a hardworking man. Now enlists himself into a war that he had no idea what was going on. And then this man that you love so much comes back a damn dope fiend. Because that was the beginning. See, we didn't know, and a lot of our grandparents and stuff, they didn't talk a lot about it. They might talk about our grandparents gambling and things like that. But when they came back from Vietnam, can you imagine he a whole totally different person? And you happy to see him, you happy he alive, but as a woman, as a mother, and as a wife, that is so scary to me. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they work. Not only were they doing that, I found out that when they were over there, giving them all these drugs and stuff to cope with the death that they were seeing, they was also sending those women out there to give them syphilis. And you got somebody from Mississippi and Indiana and, you know what I'm saying, Texas, they don't be seeing those kind of beautiful women all the time. But that was a biological thing to do. And then they bringing it back to their wives and they kids, all this trauma. It was really hard. Like when they did that, for me, I knew it wasn't no limit to what they would do, understanding that. So the crack era to me was, you know what I'm saying, that they was really going in on that too. But what happened then with our grandparents and stuff, the stuff they be telling you about your grandfathers and all the stuff and how they had all these things and they came back, they was a totally different person. And that was meant by Babylon to do, because these men were getting too damn strong. They were getting too strong, and they wanted to take our men away from us and do these things. It's horrible. It's horrible. And then right at that same time, while all the men is going off to war, they start bringing shows out like, I I forget, with Diane Carroll, I think it was George or something like that, they start depicting black single moms everywhere. Black single moms everywhere. Because there's a lot of mothers out there that was like, you know, I'm just not going to deal with that, you know, for the betterment of my kids. So then here come the government again. Dun, 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 dun. Here come Babylon. So how about this? We'll put you guys on welfare and you can get food stamps. And then that way you ain't got to worry about no black man being in the house. To the point where if you go watch that Diane Carroll movie, shoot, I can't remember it right now, Clawdeen. If you go watch that movie, Clawdeen, you'll see back in the day when you was on welfare and was getting food stamps or cash from the state coming to your house for one, to check and make sure ain't no man there, better not be no men clothes there. And they also seeing that what you purchased. They'd be picking up your shit. Oh, when you buy this, checking it off the list. Oh, you got a new iron. Oh, checking it off the list. That's how deep it was back then. But as black women, we just trying to survive, right? Right. We was. But understand what Babylon was doing. Understand what they were doing. They wanted to make sure you don't have no man in the house. Or else they gonna cut you off. They don't care what happened. Even though they the ones that took the man out of the home. Crazy. Crazy. I thought that was so crazy. And y'all already know we going to the 80s and the 90s. And the 80s, you know what they did then. They just made it even worse. Now they taking our kids away. Now they putting this drug in the community that's taking our mothers away. You know what I'm saying? They had to start with the fathers and they came in with the moms and all this crack epidemic. Every documentary you see that lady, crack, 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 crack. That's exactly how it was. Leaving your baby outside, about to get hit by a car, something crazy. And then right then at that time, because the mothers was so focused on getting high, partying, doing all this stuff, at the same time, they were pushing drugs on the kids too. Mostly late 80s, early 90s, that's when you start getting Ritalin. That's when you start getting Adderall. It's grown-ass people that take Adderall right now and they know how it make them feel. They was giving that class, what is it? Schedule 2 drug to a fucking 8-year-old, man. To an 8-year-old. To an 8-year-old. To the point where I heard a story one time when I was working at daycare and the boy said he ain't never took none of it. Even though his mom wanted him to, he never took it. Because he didn't like how it made him feel. And I was like, right on, little buddy. You smart, man. You smart. Because they know. But that's what Babylon do. They wait for you to say, he can't sit down. He can't sit down. Because he's tired of hearing his mama voice. His daddy need to be at home. But, oh, I forgot. Bill Clinton locked up all the fathers. 3 strikes and you're out. Oh, I remember the 90s too. We was all celebrating. Our parents was getting stimulus checks. We watching our Arsenio Hall. We got some of the best content, coming out. We loved it. So we wasn't paying attention to the moves that was being made. But as you see now, y'all see what happened. When people talking about they wanted Hillary to be president, hell, not, y'all got me fucked up. Hell nah. After seeing what her husband did and knowing that he was too busy doing what he was doing, and she was the one running stuff, and that's what she doing? Hell no. I would have took Trump any day. And I said that. Because that's for real, y'all. Because they so sneaky. So then they did all that. They always doing stuff to take our minds off. But one thing I want to focus on today is those early 2000s. Those early 2000s and where we at right now. Y'all remember on Facebook when we could be able to like and dislike something? So at that time, I felt like Babylon was trying to track what we deemed acceptable by the videos that we watch. So if we watching bitches fighting and stuff, they would track that. They were doing a moral algorithm on us. A moral algorithm. Oh, they like to see violence. Oh, they like to see this. They just tracking everything. Morally though. What would you purchase? What would you... All to bring us to where we're getting ready to be. I know we have a credit score. It's not going to be no credit score no more like that. It's going to be a social credit score based on what you consume and what kind of content that you consume. Right hand to God, I'm not lying. Because MasterCard and PayPal is in the works right now. in their terms and agreement to have you say something to the fact that, I'm going to read it. All major credit cards and PayPal are in the works of being able to judge you morally on what you consume, whether it be your social media, your content, or your daily purchases. So if you somebody that go out and like to drink all day or whatever, or go buy clothes and shoes, if you ain't paid your phone bill and stuff, they gonna take, you gonna get taxed for that. You're not gonna get taxed, but you're gonna get morally downgraded on your social, and it is serious, on your social credit score, which means you might not be able to purchase a plane ticket. They don't know how our pockets work, but they putting it in these things right now so they can judge you morally, and they say it's better for the planet only because they in debt. Now, remember when we bailed they asses out? I remember that because I was just starting to make some good ass money, and now we got to go bail the banks out. How the hell the bank go under? But now they want to have something where it says they want to hold you, the consumer of all your content, responsible. So therefore, they'll be able to judge you morally and have a social credit score on you. So if you like a certain person, y'all remember everybody was with that Me Too movement. Now we're the Me Too movement. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. You watch a certain thing or you support a certain person, that can lower your social credit score. Might not be able to do this or that. Go places. I'm going to put the link down below with GOCC, and they got more into that. But everything, they're going to be judging you from your social media to what you consume. Anything that you consume, whatever content you consume is going into a moral algorithm. Don't let them think it's just something that you just want to see and they're just happy with the views that they're getting. No. They're calculating this data to go into a moral algorithm. So, you know, I ain't going to have shit, so I might as well get my backpack now. Okay? Because that's the way they judging us right now. That's where it's leading to. Where you're going to have a damn QR code to say if you can go into a place or not. No, you got your stars taken down. But anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Peace out.